Miyabi is HABA Games' attempt at the abstract spatial development genre that has become increasingly popular. Players draft from a pool of tiles over a series of rounds to develop their terraced Japanese gardens. But unlike many of these games, the pressure doesn't come from ever fewer viable options, it comes from taking advantage of the myriad of opportunities. The core gameplay is incredibly simple. Each round, tiles are put on display and players take turns adding them to their garden. Each tile has a square with features equal to the number of squares the tile takes up. So a 3-space fish tile has 3 fish on 1 space. Got it? Thing is, you add it anywhere in your garden as long as the feature space is in the appropriate row. You wanted a fish in the bottom right? Too bad. Bottom row is for rocks only. Everyone knows that. Once you've completed placement, you gain points equal to the number of features you just placed, then mark the column that the feature went into with the lantern. Here's the rub. For the rest of the round, tiles must be placed so that features are in lanternless columns. Play continues until everyone has placed 6 tiles, or, much more unlikely, they've passed out of the round, after which you'll clear lanterns, deal new tiles, repeat for the appropriate 4, 5, or 6 rounds, and count out remaining points to determine who wins. What turns this on its head is that the game isn't vertically restricted. No one tells Miyabi what to do. Tiles can be placed on top of other tiles as long as it's an even surface and you're obeying all other restrictions. Why do this though? Because each layer up is a multiplier for your points. Place a 3-fish tile on level 4 and you got yourself 12 fish points. You are a fish monster. To round out the game, there are claimable achievements for the first players to reach a 5th level for each feature, and end-game points for the most and second most features showing in each of the rows. What's really astounding about Miyabi is the level of meat on these relatively thin fish bones. Sorry, I'm stuck on fish. I'm all about these koi ponds, yo. By scoring points as you go rather than just at the end of the game, Miyabi puts tension on deciding between immediate and long-term rewards. Do you place tiles that give fat points now, or lay out a better foundation for bigger tiles to elevate with? Do you cover up your carefully placed features for that elevation, or do you fill out your garden for endgame row bonuses? This freedom is both the game's killer feature and biggest caveat. The ability to overlay tiles gives it literal and figurative depth, feeling so much less restrictive than its competitors, yet providing loads of strategic oomph. That said, it tempts you to see through the matrix, and for the right player, this level of freedom and possibility can be agonizing, but I find there are just enough limitations through the row and column placement rules that the possibilities instead feel empowering. But if you're the type to really overanalyze, ooh boy. For exactly this reason, I think the as yet unmentioned bonus scoring tiles are to be used sparingly. These 5 expansions, seriously, why are they called expansions? That term is taken, words mean things. Anyway, these are optional ways to change up how points are scored, from endgame bonuses for adjacent grass or features to more active game changers like frogs who move before or after placement, climbing level upon level, achieving more points, or the Zen gardens which must be placed on the base level and score points to the number of features surrounding it when it's closed in. Playing with these are fun additions and not too complex, but playing with all 5 at once is utter chaos. There is already a lot to think about. Do yourself a favor and play with just 2 at a time. It adds variety from game to game and keeps things simple. Also, don't teach with the frog. The frog is a distraction. You'll end up sacrificing the whole game trying to get that damn frog to climb because it's an adorable wood frog who doesn't want to see it reach its dreams. Leave that for experienced players. In the end, Miyabi is an utter success and another impressive entry in HABA's Game Night approved line. Simple yet strategic, low pressure but rewarding, and very few games incorporate verticality in the way that it does, earning both a reserved and rather striking table presence. While less mechanics heavy and deliciously tense as other games of its type, Miyabi delivers an experience that's easy to teach, feels smart to play, and equally fitting for younger, newer, and more seasoned gamers alike. I am a fan. If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.